Good afternoon, everyone. How has been your day so far? And how is mommy and daddy out there? You are highly welcome to the world of mathematics. Previously, in our world of mathematics, we explained to ourselves what a length is, what a Pythagoras theorem is, how to find the hypotenuse of a right angle triangle using the Pythagoras theorem. But before I explain to you how to find the opposite and adjacent of a right angle triangle using Pythagoras theorem, let us digress to explain to ourselves how to find the square root of a number. A square root of a number is a value that when multiplied by itself gives the number. For instance, 4 times 4 is equals to 16. So this square root of 16 is equals to 4. Prime factor. In order to understand what a prime factor is, we need to know what a prime number is. A prime number is a number that can be divided by 1 and itself. In other words, a prime number has two factors, which are 1 and itself. Examples of prime numbers are 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, and so on. Prime factor is any of the prime numbers that can be multiplied together to give the original number. E.g., the prime factors of 15 are 3 and 5 because 3 times 5 will give us 15. 3 and 5 are examples of prime numbers. Worked example 1. Find the square root of 144 using prime factors method. In order to find the square root of a number using prime factors method, we are going to start with the least prime number. If 2 can go in the given number, we are going to use 2 to divide it. But if otherwise, we will go ahead and pick the next prime number, which is 3. If 3 can go in the number, we are going to use our 3 to divide it. If otherwise, we will go ahead and pick the next prime number, which is 5. If 5 can go in the number, we are going to use our 5 to divide it. But if otherwise, we are going to go ahead and pick the next prime number, which is 7, and so on, giving 144. 2 can go in 144. 2 will go in 144 72 times. Since 2 can still go in 72, 2 will go in 72 36 times. 2 will go in 36 18 times. 2 will go in 18 9 times. Since 2 cannot go in 9 without any remainder, we will move to the next prime number, which is 3. 3 will go in 9 3 times. 3 will go in 3 once. Therefore, 144 will now be equals to 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. To find the square root of 144, we are going to group our prime numbers. The first two, we pick the first two, then we write 2. We pick the next two twos, then we are going to write our 2. Then we'll pick our next 3s, then we are going to write our 3. That means the square root of 144 will now be equals to 2 times 2 times 3, which is equals to 12. Example number 2. We are told to find the square root of 625. Now, 2 in 625. 2 cannot go in 625. There will be a remainder. We are going to move to the next prime number, which is 3. 3 cannot go in 625. There will be a remainder. So we'll move to the next prime number, which is 5. 5 will go in 625 125 times. 5 will go in 125 25 times. 5 will go in 25 5 times. Then 5 will go in 5 once. Therefore, 625 will now be equals to 5 times 5 times 5 times 5. To find the square root of 625, we are going to pick the first two 5s. 5 and 5, we write 1 5. Then we pick the last two 5s. 5 and 5, we write 5. So the square root of 625 will now be equals to 5 times 5, which is equals to 25. Example number 3. We are told to find the square root of 676 using prime factor method. Since 2 can go in 676, 2 will go in 676, 338. 2 will go in 338, 196. Since 2 cannot go in 169 without any remainder, we will move to the next prime number, which is 3. 3 cannot go in 169 without any remainder. We will move to the next prime number, which is 5. 5 cannot go in 169 without any remainder. We will move to the next prime number, which is 7. 7 cannot go in 169 without any remainder. We will move to the next prime number, which is 11. 11 cannot go in 169 without any remainder. We will move to the next prime number, which is 13. 13 will go in 169 13 times. 13 will go in 13 once. Therefore, 676 will now be equals to 2 times 2 times 13 times 13. To find the square root of 676, we are going to pick the first 2's and write 1 2. Then we'll pick the last 13's and write 113. So the square root of 676 will now be equals to 2 times 13. Then 2 times 13 will give us 26. Thanks a lot for your valuable time.